Hi everyone, my name is Keely and I'm the owner and creator here at Soy and Shay. Today I'm going to be making a soap which is a part of a collaboration organised by Renee from Soaps for Love. There were a few conditions to being a part of this collaboration, and that included that the soap had to be released on the 1st of June, and because most of the makers that are a part of this group are from the Northern Hemisphere, it had to have a summertime theme. The soap also has to feature the colour yellow as well as a botanical. Now the 1st of June is actually the start of winter down here in Australia, and I wanted to keep that in mind when creating this soap, as that is when my customers will be purchasing and using it. Our winter days are absolutely glorious. We get sunshine almost every day and beautiful blue skies, but we do get a fair bit of wind and we get very low humidity, which can lead to some drying skin problems. So I decided for my collaboration soap, I wanted to do one to add into my naturals range and create another goat's milk soap, because I really do love that silky feel that I get from off using goat's milk. I decided to use some calendula petals in this one, and for my colour I went with some calendula extract powder, which has a really potent yellow colour, but I'm stabilising it with a little bit of yellow mica as well. When creating this soap, I just kept thinking of all these beautiful sunny days that we get in both winter and summer, and decided to call it Sunshine for Days. So let's go and see how I make my collaboration soap. Okay, so for today's soap I decided that I was going to do another goat's milk soap, and I'm also going to add some of those sort of natural botanicals, and I'm going to be using essential oils as well. I've got a little bit of kaolin clay just sitting here in my oils, which I will mix in first. I also have my goat's milk here, and I'm going to pour that into my oils, and then I'll pour my lye water solution into the jug as well, and then we'll split it up for the colouring of the layers. For the bottom layer of this soap, I am going to add in some calendula powdered extract, and I am also going to add in, just to give that colour a little bit of boost, some Wellington mica from my Mica Obsession. Now that I've got that mixed in, I'm going to add in my essential oil blend, which has got some rosemary, some lemon, some cedarwood and some meishang in there as well. I'm going to mix that in, and then I'm going to pour it into the bottom of my mould. I'm just going to grab a spoon here, and I am going to make some divots in here because I don't want this to be a really flat layer. So we'll just get some of those in. I've also just decided I'm going to add a mica line in here. Now when I mix this bottom layer up, I brought it up to pretty much a medium trace because I wanted it to set up so we can pour the next layer on the top. So we'll get this mica line on, and then we'll move on to doing the next bit of the soap. Just going to use my little spritzer just to get right into the very edges without hopefully making a complete mess of the edges of my mold here. That is looking really good, looking nice and sunny and shiny. So let's move on back to this white. I'm going to just give that a bit of a mix just to loosen it back up again. Now for my botanical, what I have in here, I got some calendula petals, which I've actually blitzed up to get some finer petals because I don't want really big long ones in the soap, just so it doesn't mess with the cutting. And I'm also going to add in the rest of my fragrance oil, and then I'm going to pour it straight on top of that layer. This fragrance oil blend is smelling really good.
I went and used the essential oils calculator to find a blend for this. I basically had a look at which essential oils I had in my little stash, and I knew I wanted to use lemon, and usually if I'm going to use that lemon or lemongrass, I will put in some of the Mei Shang or Litse Cubeba, and I put those two in and I asked for it to give me the sort of possible combinations, and this is one of the ones it came up with, and it is so clean and fresh. It smells really good. So if you are looking for some really nice essential oil blends, try out that essential oils calculator. They also have a section in there, once you've worked out what blends that you like, you can also put it in as a usage, and it will tell you what rate you can use in different sorts of bath and body products. So that is a really, really handy calculator. I'm going to use my spatula just to help me pour this on so I don't break through that mica line. And now that we're on, I can continue just to gently pour this into my mold and get this one nice and filled up. This essential oil blend has also kept this nice and fluid as well, which is a real added bonus. When I first picked up this jug with the white in it, it was quite solid, and as soon as that essential oil went into it, it really loosened it back up again. So it is a really nice blend. Alright, so in my little pot here, I have a mix of some Wellington mica and some Extravagance mica, which is what I use to do the mica line. And I am just going to put some fairly big drops of this mica on the top here. I want to try and keep them round, but it doesn't look like it's going to do it. So we will work on the fly here again, as I usually do. Just going to pop fairly big drops there, and then we're going to come through with a skewer just to move it around a bit. Gee, I've got a chopstick here. I found these awesome chopsticks when we went and had sushi the other day. They've got a really pointy end, so I grabbed myself a pack before we left so I could do some of this sort of work where you need something a little bit bigger than a skewer. What I'm trying to do, hopefully it will work, I'm just trying to bring them out in a bit of a sun ray sort of look, which is why I wanted them to stay as little round droplets, but the soap seems to have other ideas about what it wants to do, but we're getting the sort of general gist of what it should look like here. So we'll just finish moving these ones around, and as this soap saponifies, it will absorb that extra oil that I have put on the top here, and then it will just leave that gold pattern behind. Alright, so we are almost done there. That is looking really good. It looks like there is a little sun on the top of each one. I will bring you down for a closer look so you can see. So here is Sunshine for Days. You can see that those gold bits on the top do look like little suns sitting there. I'm really pleased with how this one has come together. It's soaked really well. I love that creaminess that the goat's milk adds into this. I'm going to leave this one sit overnight. I'm going to cut it open tomorrow and see what we've got on the inside. So I am back to cut this Sunshine for Days. I really love how that gold has come up on the top there. I'm actually going to lay this one on its side so any of that calendula that we have got through that top layer doesn't go dragging through into the bottom layer here. It is smelling so fresh and clean as well, so I'm really pleased with that combination. I don't need to do much lining up really. I am just going to cut straight through the soap here and see what we've got on the inside. Okay, so let's start with this piece from off the end, and this is what Sunshine for Days looks like on the inside. I am really, really happy with this. I am loving that mica line from the Extravagance mica, and I'm really liking this yellow color that I've got as well. It really complements the calendula petals in the main part of the soap there. I have used that Wellington mica in soaps before, and it comes up a lot brighter, so that calendula extract powder has really shone through on this soap, and the top of them with all that gold sparkle there is really, really pretty. There are
40 different soap making channels that are a part of this collaboration, and I have left links to all of the channels down below in the description box, and I am super keen to see how everyone else has interpreted the conditions of making this particular soap. So why not go and check out the channels that I've got listed down below and show them a little bit of love and see what they did with their collaboration soap as well. Now, I hope you have enjoyed watching me make my Sunshine for Days. If you did, why not leave me a thumbs up and any comments down below. If you do have any questions, I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And until the next video, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you then. Bye.